Welcome to Senior Happenings. My name is Trisha Ayers. Got my name wrong there. It's going to be okay. And we're talking about the Senior Expo that's happening in the fall here in beautiful Bella Vista. Today we have our platinum sponsors with us. So I am going to get the ladies to introduce themselves, and then we're going to have a conversation about all the wonderful resources that they're going to bring to the Senior Expo. Debbie.
Hi, I'm Debbie Cousineau. I'm the Community Development Director for Magnolia Place Assisted Living for Memory Care.
Hello, I'm Leigh McCasland. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for Village on the Park.
Hello, my name is Ivana Carrillo, and I'm the lead agent with Blue Cross and Blue Shield Welcome Center here in Rogers.
Now, ladies, Ivana first, what does lead agent mean?
It would mean that I am there most of the time, kind of the most responsibility there. I feel like I'm there all the time. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and I'm one of the main agents. I'm there to help.
And that's in Rogers, right?
Yes.
Walnut and
4602 West Walnut, where the old Atlanta Bread Company used to be, right next to IHOP.
And you said, what hours are you there?
9 to 6, and we are open Saturdays as well.
I love that. Now, the ladies from our beautiful communities, Magnolia Place and Village on the Park, you're basically 24/7. Really, there's people there. So, but Debbie, tell us a little bit about your community.
Well, we are a memory care community, standalone. We do nothing but memory care. We have a wonderful chef on board, and accompanying him is 2 bakers. So watch for me at the event. I'm going to have some special treats. But we take our business very serious. We are a social model versus the medical model. We make sure our residents are busy the entire day.
Oh, okay. That's wonderful. And when you say assisted, explain a little bit about that, because I know we've had conversations about that.
Yes, we're kind of a unique situation because we are a standalone. We're kind of in the middle between an assisted living and skilled nursing. Okay. We help them with their activities of daily living because with the memory care issues, they can't comprehend or do those on their own. We assist them to their activities. We assist them to their meals. Sometimes we're just queuing them along, and sometimes they have to go to a special dining room where they are totally assisted.
Okay, okay. Leanne, Village on the Park, Bentonville and Rogers, and what happens at your community?
So we're a transitional senior living community, which essentially means we're 3 neighborhoods kind of combined in one. We have independent living cottages, assisted living apartments, and memory care apartments, with the idea being that you can age in place and get the care that you need when you need it.
Okay, and you're independent. They're cottages, correct?
They are. They're standalone cottages that have everything, every comfort your home would have. You just don't have the worry of home maintenance, housekeeping, lawn care, those things. So it kind of takes the chore out of housework.
Right. Now, Ivana, Blue Cross Blue Shield, very recognized throughout the whole United States, and we appreciate you being there at the Senior Expo. What are some of the questions that you get if you're hosting a table at an expo?
A lot of the questions we get is when is open enrollment?
Okay, when is open enrollment?
So open enrollment for under 65 is going to be November 1st through December 15th, but we're going to focus on Medicare.
Yes.
Medicare annual enrollment is October 15th through December 7th.
Okay, October 15th through December. Okay. Okay.
And that's when we get all the new information of all the changes coming to our plans for 2025.
And I know there's going to be some changes.
Major changes.
That you're not allowed to talk about.
We are not allowed to talk about until October 1st. We can start discussing, but any changes must not be made until October 15th.
Okay, so people should definitely come to the expo and have conversations about the changes.
Yes, we definitely recommend finding out those days at the expo and then, visiting us at the center.
Yes,
so
absolutely. Ooh. Now, Debbie, more on the chef situation, because I know you're always at our expos.
Yes.
And some of the best food, the pies, the cakes, all the stuff that's no good for us. So how do you combat that with your lovely residents?
Well,
Or do you not? Do you just let people?
we let them live their lives to the fullest, right? Our chefs are very in tune to special diets. They have balanced diets throughout the day. They make some very good looking and good tasting foods. It smells up our whole community. Residents, if they don't like it, what they're having, they're going to have choices. However, with the dementia people, that sometimes they can't tell us.
Right.
So the staff is very in tune to watching them. If it's normally somebody that's eating very well and all of a sudden they're just picking at something, we know enough to go and offer them something else, something that we know they will eat.
And so I'm gearing myself
That's
up for
okay.
this, so I'm just checking the boxes
That's okay.
here. And with dementia, some people's time schedules are really off sometimes. Are there like snacks available all the time, and do you cater to that?
We cater to that.
Okay.
We right now we have one lady that wants to sleep in until 10 and she wants her oatmeal when she gets up. And that's fine. That's fine. However, we try to keep them all on a very strict routine.
Okay.
Just so they get used to what they're doing.
Right.
And in between the meals, because if they don't eat, we bring carts around with snacks and extra fluids. We don't want UTIs or dehydration going on.
Right.
So they have extra fluids and snacks to choose from between each meal. And then in the evening, that stays at the nurse's station so they can have a treat at night before they go to bed. Or if they wake up in the middle of the night and they think it's
Right.
morning
Yes.
and they want breakfast and they're insisted, there's no arguing. We just go get them a sandwich or something that they can have.
And I know we're talking about food, and maybe people who are listening are kind of like, what about food?
Oh,
But
we do
it's-
everything.
It's
very
so
important.
It really is.
Very important.
It really is. So Leanne, at Village on the Park, you have kind of independent to memory care. What is the dining situation there for everybody?
So food is important to us as well, and we have very passionate and talented chefs who work with our residents, many of whom have cooked their whole lives and have definite opinions about what tastes good and how to season things. So we just work together with our residents to come up with great variety, but things that are also healthy in terms of heart health and brain health. Everybody likes a cheeseburger or a hot dog every now and then.
Yes.
But we're gearing more towards a Mediterranean type diet that will help us live healthier, longer lives.
Right. And so in your independent cottages, these folks they have their own kitchens and they are fully independent.
They are. They're out and about in the community and doing their own thing. However, we take some of the worry of food prep off their table in terms of we provide breakfast and lunch.
Oh, nice.
So they're on their own for dinner, which is great, but they don't have to prepare 3 meals a day, which just is kind of easy way to live.
Love that. I love the food aspect. Now, Ivana, I know you don't offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Well, we have snacks.
Do you really?
And
Okay.
water.
Okay.
Snacks and water,
Okay,
yes.
so we can come in. We can come on our way
Yeah,
for
and
the
coffee
ladies.
and tea, so
Perfect.
we're not far behind.
Perfect. But I know you do lots of events in the community.
We do.
You're always out there. You were at the Rogers Wellness Center.
Yes.
A few weeks down, you're going to be at the Senior Expo. What are some of the other events that you have coming
This Friday, we have our Arkansas Blitz coming up.
Okay.
The first 30 people will get a gift card to a local store. We will be feeding everybody. Along with the food, we will also have raffles. We are giving away a grill, a little,
Nice.
the top ones, and a canopy, 2 chairs, and also a ice chest.
Oh, nice.
And
So are you doing that at the Rogers location? So
Yes.
that's where people need to go.
yes, so we have community rooms that are actually available to the community that they can come and use for meetings, for, if
Nice.
you need it, if it's available, we try
How many
to.
people does it seat?
We have a 20 and a 30,
Oh.
but it can also be combined.
Nice.
a 20 and a 10, and
Okay.
it can be combined
Combined
to
to be
30.
30.
But we also have a very nice little patio, and so it's very nice.
That's great. I didn't know that. Did not know that at all. So Friday, we're coming to your location,
3 to 6.
and we're going to get fed, and we might win a grill and other things. Okay.
Yes.
Do we need the grill for the expo, or do we have that covered? Okay. Because Village on the Park is kindly providing our food for our guests that are coming. So we always appreciate that.
It is our pleasure. Our chefs are coming out of our building to share a little bit of their talents with us.
Yes, and that's quite a feat. You know, you're coming from Bentonville and Rogers, and you're bringing everything with you. And I know,
We're happy to do it.
oh, the folks really appreciate it. It's a big draw, it really is. It really is. So we've got desserts and food and giveaways. We are set. So Debbie, what's your favorite part about working at Magnolia?
My favorite part about working at Magnolia, I think it will be the family atmosphere. I like being part of the work family. We become so close with each other. We help each other. We take care of each other. And then the families of our residents come in and they look on us for support. And the residents are my family.
Yes.
I want to pick up a few of them, put them in my pocket, and take them home, but I know my husband won't allow it, so I don't do it.
Right.
Well, probably the families don't like it either, but we are so much like a big old family there, no matter what we do.
How many people can you accommodate? How many?
60.
60. Okay. Are those all single rooms, or do
They
you?
are, well, we are no longer handling our companion rooms. We're
Okay.
turning them into what we call a luxury room.
Okay.
So we do have a few companion rooms left, but that's no longer going to be once those are
Okay.
gone.
May I ask
All private.
why that came about? Just not a need, or just?
Not a need.
Okay.
Not a need. They're not as easy to place. People,
Right.
Even though they have dementia or Alzheimer's, the relationships in the room,
Yes.
we do have a few that's important to them.
Yes.
And we do have married couples that come in, and then at that time they will become a companion room
Right.
again.
Okay. Good to know. Leanne,
Yes.
what's your favorite part working at Village on the Park?
You know, it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like a calling for me because I have a very personal connection. We chose Village on the Park for a family member, and it was such a good experience for our family and for our loved one that I wanted to be a part of it. So I begged our director to hire me, and a couple of years later, here I am, really enjoying helping people, and I feel like there's value in that. This can be a happy, joyous thing, choosing senior living. It can be proactive and beautiful, and I just love being a part of that.
Okay. Ivana?
So what's my favorite part?
Yes.
I, like Leanne said, like, it does not feel like a job. The people I work with are amazing. Everybody is like family, and I get to help people. I feel like it satisfies, almost like a teaching position, where it's a complicated subject.
Yes.
And people are intimidated by it and sometimes kind of avoid it. But I love it when people tell me at the end of our meeting, oh, I understand. I understand what I have. And they walk out, feeling confident that they have done a good job picking their health insurance.
Good. Good. I know one thing that I think about, especially with our seniors, we are so prone to go, don't answer the phone, don't get on the internet, there's scams, don't listen to that, especially for enrollment periods, is the whole thing about that. Yes. But also I think for our communities also, when you ladies are trying to go, come and see what we are about. And you know that once they come in the door, they will get a feel for whether that's the right place for their loved one or the wrong place.
Absolutely.
So I think that's the hurdle. How do we combat that hurdle? Because I see Magnolia Place, I see Village on the Park everywhere on social media. I see Blue Cross, Blue Shield everywhere. Where do you reach your folks? Is it word of mouth? Is it people who are very organized and go, okay, we're gonna go in and we're gonna do a tour of everything? Where do you get your folks from?
Me.
Yeah.
Well, I get them from all over.
Okay.
These outreach events
Yes.
that we're doing on the 3rd, that's very helpful. People get to go around and see all the vendors and see what the differences are.
Yes.
Yes, I want them to come by me, and yes, I want them to come to the Magnolia place, but I also want them to find the best fit for them and their loved one. So at that point, you know, you can invite them in, give them a little invitations. You have agencies out there that send you referrals,
Okay.
word of mouth, but community outreach I feel is the best because they recognize your face and they feel safe when they come through that door because they see a familiar
Okay,
face.
yeah. Leanne, you,
So choosing where you live is a very personal thing, and it means different things to different people. So we try to just establish a relationship. Our community is not for everyone,
right.
but it's our goal to be a trusted advisor and to help seniors who, as you mentioned, are a vulnerable population. Let's make sure that you find the right fit that is good for you and your family.
Right. Ivana.
And for us, you mentioned earlier, we are one of the most recognized names
Yes.
in insurance. And
Yes.
I think that plays a big part for us. You know, if you do retire from your job or move on to another career, we probably were your insurance or you've heard of us. So I think we're one of the top choices for people. But we also, of course, do advertising. We do media, social media,
Yes.
commercials, you know, flyers, all that. And of course, the community engagement, which is a big part of
Right.
our community, being present, just there. You know, we're not always looking for members to come to us. We just
Right.
want you guys to know that we're there.
And I just feel when we're talking about Medicare enrollment and all the calls that our seniors get, I'm sure having that established logo that people trust and that you can call in and ask questions.
Yes.
That's the thing.
And that is one of the best things about our welcome centers. You know, you do call a number, but it's not a 1-800 number.
Right.
You are going to get the same person
Yes.
or one of the same persons every time.
Yes. And I was telling you earlier, I called in a couple of times and with probably very silly questions, but everybody was so gracious to me in explaining something to me. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So just a point from me there. So.
Thank you. And we take pride in that. You know, we provide customer service, you know, excellent customer service. If we don't know the answer, we're not going to send you elsewhere. We will find out the answer for
Right.
you.
Good, 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 good. Now, ladies, Magnolia Place, Village on the Park are private pay establishments, yes?
Long-term care insurance,
Yes.
yes.
Thank you. You can use your long-term care insurance. Magnolia, can you use your long-term?
Or veteran benefits.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So quite a few ways to pay. I would advise people, I know you ladies probably do this, you know, get that little piece of paper out. What are you paying now for where, you know, being at home and insurance and cable and all this and food. And I think when you put it side by side, sometimes there's really not too much difference there.
It's very comparable.
And the social aspect of being in your communities.
That's huge.
Yes.
And when you're talking about that,
Yes.
these young people watching today,
Yes.
they need to look at themselves.
Okay.
Even if they don't think they're getting up in age, it comes up quick.
Yes.
You get that long-term and care insurance right now.
Yes.
Don't wait, you get it right now.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen in your life.
Right.
Nobody wants dementia. Nobody wants to be in that car accident. You never know what's going to happen. You need that long-term care insurance
Right.
now.
That's kind of a sobering thought,
It is.
isn't it?
It is. It's a scary thought, but it's helpful in the end. It's hard to watch people come in and they don't make enough money to be able to live in a community like ours or even in the skilled nursing,
Yes.
and they don't have the insurance to cover it, so they're kind of in the crack there.
Right.
And they have no place to go. It's really hard. It's hard.
That's where planning is important.
Yes.
It is very important.
Yes. Planning. You've got to look at what you have in place, what you don't have in place, ask questions. Even in your 50s, you need to be scouting out how much do things cost, and what services, and where do I think I want to go with that.
And look at your parents' records right now.
Yes. No, let's not do that. That's a disaster. Let's not do that. So you ladies are all going to be at the Expo.
Yes.
And it is it's next Thursday, ladies. Can you believe it? Are you
exciting.
prepared?
Yes.
I am not yet, but I will be there. You know, we're also going to have flu shots. So anybody
Wonderful.
with a Medicare card can come and get their flu shots there. I think Debbie's Pharmacy is going to be there. Village on the Park is going to have some lunch for all of us, and maybe the people who come too, but just the vendors to start off with. Debbie, you're a surprise, you told us.
Yes. I don't know what it's going to be
Your
myself.
chefs are
Yes.
coming together to create
Yes.
something. Okay. I'm getting excited about all of that. So ladies, leave us with, what do you think is important about what you bring to seniors in our community and what you want them to know? We've already talked about planning. That is huge. And we've already talked about come visit, come have lunch, come tour, come ask questions, come compare. Are there any other things that you want to share? We're going to go to Debbie first because she's always a pillar of inspiration. Share with our seniors, other than come and ask questions.
Don't be afraid to look around.
Yeah.
And do I want you to come to my community, choose me and be there? But you need to make sure that's the right fit for your loved one. Very important. And look to us, and I know they do the same, look to us for suggestions or support or other avenues that you can take if we're not the right fit.
Right. No, I think that's a really good point. Leanne?
Senior Expo is such a great thing because you have such subject matter experts all in one roof.
Right.
And I think it's never too early to get information. Information is power. And should something happen and you need to make a quick decision in your life, wouldn't it be great to have all of the information you needed ahead of time to make a decision that you and your family felt comfortable with?
Yes.
That's my advice.
No, that's great. Okay. Ivana?
And for me, what I could let everybody know is just to make sure you guys are checking the mail, because that's the biggest form of communication.
Okay.
And sometimes it doesn't get caught, and during annual enrollment period, that is when you can make those changes. And if you see that letter too late,
Yes.
you're not going to be able to make any
Yes.
changes.
Ask
So
questions. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Check your mail. Check your mail.
for all those notices of the changes coming.
And I will say, I think we are a very sharing community. Whatever we do, if we are not able to help you, I think we, as a senior resource in the community, try and give people the right resources.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yes.
we try and give them choices. And I know maybe not correctly, go by personal experience that I've had with you. I am going to send people to your businesses because I have a connection with you and I know that you have the heart for it. There are some others that I might not. You know, I think we're very truthful where we send people. I think.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. So we're going to be there. We're going to be there on Thursday, October 3rd. It's next Thursday. We're going to be there at 9 a.m. until 12:30. Maybe 12. Get there before 12. We're going to be there till 12:30. There's going to be lunch. We have 65 vendors signed up so far, but we always get a few stragglers. We'll take people. We have hospitals, communities, memory care. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield. We have Medicare agents, so there'll be lots of people that you can come and ask those important questions. Come and use us as a resource. The police department will be there, the fire department. We have elder law attorneys. We have lots of therapy and chiropractors and just clinics. Basis Health will be there, and Advanced Medical of Northwest Arkansas will be there. Just some regular people that you can get so many resources from, and we encourage you to show up. Just come around. Don't just grab the goodies. Come and ask some questions. We really like it when you ask questions. Ask us some very challenging questions. So once again, ladies, tell us who you are, where you're located, and how people can get in touch with you. So Debbie.
Okay, I'm again Debbie Cousineau. I'm the Community Development Director for Magnolia Place in Rogers, Arkansas. You can reach me at 479-633-9034.
Okay. Leanne.
Leigh McCasland from Village on the Park. I am at the Bentonville location specifically at 479-364-0259.
And again, Ivana Carrillo with Blue Cross and Blue Shield. We're at 4602 West Walnut. And we're in the old Atlanta Bread building right next to IHOP and in the shopping network of the Office Max. You can call our office at 479-973-6675.
And ladies, do you have any other events coming up? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask Debbie. Do you have any events? Okay.
In October, we're going to have a Halloween carnival for the community children. Nice. Bring your children, bring your grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Everybody's invited.
Okay.
All we ask is for an RSVP. And then that's on the 26th. And then on the 29th, we have a pet costume contest. It's a pooch party, and we have a blast.
So you bring your pets?
You bring your pet.
Oh.
You might win a prize.
Okay.
Dress them up.
Leanne?
October 1st, we have Art on the Park, which is our very own Oktoberfest. It's from 1 to 4 at our Bentonville location.
Okay.
We are going to showcase resident art, but we also have some local vendors who are sharing their talents with us. We'll have beer and pretzels, so that's always going to be a good time. 1 to 4 on October 1st.
Okay, thank you. Ivana?
And this Friday, we have our Arkansas Blitz, and it's centered around football. So we're going to be having some yard games. Like I said, we'll be having some amazing prizes. There will be food, and the first 30 people will get a gift card to a local store.
Okay.
It's going to be from 3 to 6.
Nice. We are going to be so busy, but we'll see you at the Expo too.
Yes.
We'll see you at the Expo. Right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please join us for the Senior Expo, or please reach out to these ladies as they are great resources in our community. And thank you so much. We'll see you next month.